Okay. Here's some Coach Red Pill, just real quick.
In 2016,
On the U.S. election, he's very excited about it.
a
The consent of the losers.
democracy only works when there is the consent of the losers. In any democracy, by definition, you're going to have a minority, potentially a substantial minority, almost but not quite 50%, who are going to be opposed to the winner of the democratic election.
Okay.
By definition, right? Therefore, for the democracy to continue to function,
Interesting.
it's not an issue of the winners maintaining the democracy. It's the responsibility of the losers. The losers in any democratic contest, they have to accept the results. And if they don't accept the result, there cannot be a democracy. The next time your progressive or democratic friends or whatnot, the people who opposed Donald Trump, the people who opposed conservative candidates, when they say that Donald Trump doesn't respect democracy and that democracy dies in darkness, ask them if they respect the democratic outcomes, if they respect the democratic will of the people. Because if they don't, if they keep on fighting against the fact that they lost, if they keep on doing everything they can to delegitimize the election, then it sort of like proves that they, the progressives, the leftists, the losers, do not believe in democracy. Yeah.
Ooh,
Tell it to them.
Very, very squinty.
Yeah, and as to my Murdoch t-shirt, I'm wearing it again because I think they're funny.
I don't know what that is. I'm not a boomer. So that this is before. This was on the 4th. This is yesterday. Gonzalo didn't know at this time that Trump was going to lose. Thanks, Doc. I don't trust anyone who automatically says lose the same way Ace Ventura does. And then who counts the votes? And then just keeps coming.
Good old Uncle Joe Stalin once said that it doesn't matter who votes. What matters is who counts the votes. Wise words from the old dictator. Look at all the states where they are stealing the election from Trump. Wisconsin,
there it goes.
Michigan, Arizona, Nevada. And find out, just do it as an exercise, who the governors of those states are. Who runs the mechanisms of the state, the bureaucracy.
Okay.
And then ask yourself, how come they found literally hundreds of thousands of votes for Biden all of a sudden in the middle of the night, but not a one of those votes was for Trump?
Well, none of them. There was just Biden's winning roughly like 78% of all mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania, at least. I don't know what the numbers are in other places, but they're pretty high. Biden's winning a lot of them because Donald Trump campaigned against them for 9 months. These votes were totally. These are not surprising votes. Jesus Christ. This is what happens when they lock into their echo chamber.
Ask yourself that. It doesn't matter who votes. What matters is who counts the votes. That's a lesson that the Democrats learned real well from Uncle Joe Stalin.
Oh, a little cope action.
I was just checking the numbers on the election so far.
Oh, just
and
slow
they don't make
down.
any sense.
They don't make sense. Look at him. He's just descending. Look at his face. He's descending.
The Biden campaign has surpassed the record set by Barack Obama in 2008. He got something like 68 million votes. Obama did in 2008. And now Biden is supposed to have something like 72 million, if not more. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense just looking at it. It doesn't make any sense either because the Republicans have so far gained a seat in the Senate. And they've gained something like at least 5 seats in the House. They didn't retake the House, but they really dug into the Democrat majority.
Sure.
Also, a lot of the governorships and state legislatures and whatnot, they all went Republican.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that people voted a straight Republican ticket, but when it came to the president, they voted for Biden.
Yes, it does make sense. People hate Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. People don't fucking like him. Even Republicans. Also, check out the numbers for Jo Jorgensen. JoJo really does a solid this time. She Gary Johnsoned the fuck out of Donald Trump.
And in record numbers. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And you know what I think? I think that there was massive voter fraud, but I think it wasn't in any one spot. I think that Democratic operatives just across the board
Democratic operatives
mail-in ballots.
Chat, how do you become an operative? That sounds really cool. That sounds like a really dope title. Can I be an operative? I don't know how to do it.
Her ramble was just
Kanye took 60,000 Trump votes. He did. Dr. Dave, thanks for following. How do I become an operative? Do I have to do I have to get spy gear? If you have to ask, you aren't skilled enough to join us. Fuck!
Just across the board. It was theft by 1,000 cuts.
K-Space commie.
That's what I think. And because of it, I don't think there's really going to be any kind of judicial solution to this stolen election. Because that's what it was.
Wow.
It's a stolen election.
Okay.
And the Democrats are responsible for it.
Special Agent Cornhole.
Even if Trump somehow manages to eke out a win,
okay,
the Democrats will always claim that it was an illegitimate vote.
What the fuck kind of mental gymnastics was that shit? Did you just fucking hear that? If Donald Trump wins, they're always going to say it was an illegitimate vote. But you're saying that. What? What? I don't understand. Why did you... What? Copium has weird side effects. It's fucking weird.
They will always claim that it was quote-unquote stolen from Biden, when Biden and the Democrats are the ones who obviously have stolen the election, because no way did Joe Biden get more enthusiasm, more votes than Barack Obama in 08. No way.
It wasn't enthusiasm for Joe Biden. It was enthusiasm for fuck you, Donald Trump. You're a smooth operator? Nice. This guy should open movie theaters with how much projecting he's doing. Nice! But and we got one last copium from your boy. Oh Jesus! There's Mike Aruba. Thanks so much for the prime. Check this. He's coping so hard.
There's something else.
The glasses are off.
I wanted to mention, by the way, before I sign off for the day. Pollsters. Pollsters. You know, Nate Silver and 580 and all these people. Pollsters are fraudsters.
580? 580? Does he mean 538, which is also Nate Silver? Cope Red Pill. God damn it. Cope Red Pill. That's the name of this fucking YouTube video. Cope Red Pill. Calling it. Thanks so much, Bellum. That's beautiful. Bellum, you should always be there for when Sarah needs to name thumbnails and name videos.
I mean, they didn't get one single thing right. They didn't get right the presidency, and they certainly didn't get right the Senate or the House of Representatives. And don't give me this stuff that, it was within the margin of errors. Bull, baloney. Don't buy that brand.
You don't have to buy it. It's a fact. It just exists. Hey, say it with me. Facts don't care about your feelings, fucko. They don't give a shit. They're facts.
They totally misread the election. Totally. Everything that they said was propagandistic. They were claiming that there was going to be this huge blue wave that would wipe away all Republicans. And what happened? What happened in the Senate? In the Senate, the Republicans gained a seat. That's what happened. And a lot of people are saying, "Oh, but in Georgia, because the incumbent senator in Georgia, who's a Republican,
Yeah.
it's looking at this time that he might not have quite achieved 50% of the vote. And in Georgia, you need at least 50% of the vote to have won the election for the Senate seat there. The runoff election would be in January.
Yes.
But see, that Republican incumbent, he was running against a Democrat and a Libertarian. The Libertarian got a couple of percentage points. Come the runoff election,
Okay.
who do you think those Libertarians are going to vote for, huh? Yeah, they're going to vote for the Republican. Yeah,
Okay.
so, it's not happening. The Senate is...
What? Okay. Okay. So I guess it just depends on whether or not the people in Georgia are now going to be like, well, we got to vote the fuck out of this guy because now you're going to have renewed enthusiasm. I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia voted for a red senator, though. Let's be real. Not super surprised that would happen.
is going to remain Republican. And insofar as the House is concerned, yeah, the Republicans didn't turn the House around, but they picked up 6 seats at least, and perhaps more.
Okay. So is it rigged then? Biden's ahead by 98 votes in Georgia? 98 votes in Georgia? Biden is ahead by 98 votes in Georgia? Poggies. Wait, 198?
Because there are some seats that are still contested, but, Democrats being, cheats, they'll try to cheat their way to a victory in those contested elections. But anyway, that's for another story, another video. The point, pollsters are fraudsters. Whenever
The Associated Press is saying this?
some pompous Ivy League loser shows up on your television claiming to be a pollster and claiming that he can see the future, know that you are being lied to. Know that the guy is full of it. Understand that pollsters are fraudsters. No exception. Because, look at all the polls and look how incredibly wrong they were, not in the presidential election. I'm talking about the Senate and the House of Representatives and also the governorships and the state houses too. They were wrong. Pollsters are fraudsters.
Pollsters are fraudsters. Pollsters were wrong, but they're not fraudsters. They just were wrong. Being wrong isn't a fraud. Just like this guy, it's not a fraud to be wrong about the election results. That's crazy. Cope red pill. Too much copium, my friend. Not enough reality. Not enough reality. Sad. Real sad.